Hello everybody and welcome to week 24, which means that I am now 6 months pregnant and only 3 more to go. That's just 6 months feels like an eternity. 3 months is just like that's nothing. How am I even gonna have time to prepare myself? God knows. But yeah, 6 months pregnant. Week's been good. A lot of work, which seriously I'm not complaining about that because I'm really happy of being back at work and not sitting at home and rotting away. Though that means also that I've been really, really busy, and so I haven't had time to answer all of you nice comments that I've been getting lately. But I promise I'll try to answer all of them this weekend. So yeah. I had a checkup this week on Thursday, yesterday, and it went good. The only annoying part was that when you go to get to for your checkup, monthly checkup, you have someone come and pick you up, and there's like this separate organization, and they're the ones who weigh you, and they're the ones who actually kind of like keep a lookout for your health, specifically your health. And then the gynecologist that you go to check out the baby and well, lots of other stuff. And so I went, and I knew that they were probably gonna come and pick me up and weigh me and ask me a couple of questions and stuff like that. So I was kind of worried about what they're gonna tell about my weight because last time I went in November, they weighed me and they said that I could gain up to a kilo and a half a month, and so far for the 6 months pregnant that I am, I've only gained in total 4 kilos. I looked it up, and wait, no I didn't write, but so 1 kilo is like 2.2 pounds. I calculated it, but yeah, turns out that since November they noted down 60 kilos, and yesterday I weighed 63.2 kilos, and she's like, oh, you gained a lot of weight, and I'm like, what? What? But then I can understand that in between November and now, 3.5 kilos, well, 3.2 kilos sounds maybe a lot, but then I didn't gain anything in the beginning, which means that I still in total up until now, for the 6 months pregnant that I am, I've only gained like 4 kilos. So how can you say that that's too much? So, I mean, hell, I've even had people telling me that, oh, you've lost weight. I can see it in your face. No. So, I decided that I'm not gonna really pay too much attention to that. As long as I feel well and I feel good and whatever. But I have noticed that my appetite definitely kicking in, so I'm like, okay, you're really gonna have to be careful with what I eat now. Lots of more sugary stuff, so that's not really good since I try to, in general, not to eat too much sugar. But yeah, but they checked out the baby. It was really awesome because they had the gynecologist had an intern with him. And what's so cool about these interns is that obviously they start explaining. So he was just, in the beginning he was just gonna listen to the heart, and so there I am lying with my belly in the up on the open, and so he starts like looking around and he did it with the ultrasound. So I got to see the baby again. And that was really awesome, really nice. And at the same time he's like explaining, so do you see this and you see that, and I'm like, oh wow, like a biology lesson. But with the baby inside my belly. So that was really nice. The baby weighs 640 grams, which apparently is 1.4 pounds. So there you go. Oh, and they did double check. So because they asked me, do you know what it is? And I said, yeah, I know what it is. It's supposed to be this. And like, well, let's have a look. And it is that. So yeah, it's that hasn't changed. It's not like we're gonna get this really weird surprise that when it comes out, like, it's a, hey, what? That's not not what you said. But yeah, it is what it is. Otherwise, the tiredness of doom is back again. I'm constantly tired, and I have a checkup on the 11th of March, and that's when I'm gonna have to go and do a blood test. And so I explained him the whole illness situation that I had in January, so he checked a lot of things, ticked a lot of boxes on the paper, so I know that they're gonna do a more profound, like they're gonna look it up, more stuff, so like if I'm slightly anemic or something like that, so I'll know why. And also on the 11th of March, they're gonna give me this stuff to drink, and then I'm gonna have to wait an hour, and then an hour they're gonna do the blood test, so we're gonna see how my sugar levels are. So please, I just really hope that's gonna be okay. Also, yeah, not much to tell actually. Except for one funny thing, I did get, one of those emails, what to expect when expecting. I got one now where it says that makeup 101. Concealer is your best friend. Indeed it is. I don't think I've ever used this much makeup that I was using as I've been using the past few weeks. So yeah. And ooh, and I bought a yoga pregnancy DVD. I haven't had time to try it out. I'm gonna try to do it tonight. So I'll also tell you next week. I'll tell you how it went. Or if I don't mention it, that might be because I was totally embarrassed that I was so sucky at it and I just don't want to talk about it. So if I don't mention it in the next video, you'll know why. Maybe I'll mention about what a pain in the butt it was, and that maybe I should have done a little bit more stretching before and after, but yeah. So I'll show you my belly. My belly's getting really icky. I really hate it, and the scars. Yeah. Oh, and another thing that I can mention, I mentioned last time that the baby is all on the left side. Well, apparently uterus is growing and really expanding now, because the more and more I start feeling the baby on the right side actually, which is totally, I'm not used to it, and it really grosses me out when I can start feeling the kicking on the right side or kicking right behind the belly button. That's just like, oh god, ew. I'm not used to it yet, but yeah. So that's it for this week. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you next week for week 25. Bye.